I apologize for the lighting in this video. My kitchen window is behind me in this house. Really don't get why they did that. I think the kitchen sink and everything should be on that side because you'll have like all this natural light coming in. So you'd be like washing dishes and be like, so anyways, I guess I could, I'm only boiling water right now, so I guess I could probably just set you guys in the window. Let me just, you know, let's do it that way. What time is it? Oh man, I was gonna have an afternoon cup of coffee, but it's 4, going on 5 o'clock, so we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna put you guys right here. Best lighting in the kitchen. So I finally am able to do this now. French's, yeah. I am finally able to make my August so far video. I literally have not known how to start this video. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to call it, but that, and I have not had the time to make it. Every time I go to make the August so far video, either someone would call me, someone would email me, someone would come busting through the door, my kids would interrupt me, my husband would interrupt me, and I was like, dude, this ain't never gonna get done, bruh. So today, my husband took our kids over to a skateboarding park, and they are out doing their guy thing, and I stayed home to watch TV, make dinner, do girly stuff. And I was like, I'm just going to make my August so far video. So, August was, I mean, we're only in the middle of August, but, you know, so far. August has been a month of learning responsibility and really being in the face of it and really having to buck down and put my heels in the dirt and really just kind of just face it. We have had a lot of financial woes this month because we purchased a new truck at the beginning of August, and because of that, it caused us to just kind of it caused like a setback for us. We had to basically like rearrange a lot of things. We had to like move a lot of stuff around, and basically just had to like, I said basically a lot, but we had to like strap down. I'm gonna give myself something to drink. I got cotton mouth really bad right now because I've been outside with my kids all day. I basically taught my kids how to play volleyball, and they didn't get it, needless to say, but I did most of the work. It was fun though. Ice cube out. And now I gotta make more lemonade. This lemonade was a hit. Everybody like sucked it up. And so basically we just had to, I said basically again, we had to like kind of just look at what was important, get our priorities in check, and really stay focused on them, on our priorities, and not let the outside stuff get in the way. And when you have a goal in mind and you're trying to get something achieved, nothing that is worth anything that's going to be like, I call it the cheese. Like when you are trying to get to that big hunk of cheese in life, that maze that you're going through is going to be complicated. It is not going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're not just going to go through the maze and boom, you're right at the cheese. It's going to be hard because that cheese is huge, it's delicious, and it's going to be worth it when you get to that. And that's basically kind of like my theory, not theory, but like my theme for life right now is that we're trying to get to this goal. We're really trying to get to it, but we have this month, August has been it's almost like getting squeezed in a vice grip, and we're really just kind of like, we're trying really hard to like keep it together, and we're still trying to like stay afloat in what we're doing. But I will say this, we have made a lot of achievements this month. August was a month of achievements. We got the truck bought, we got the parts for the truck's parts are going on this week. They just arrived at my mom and dad's house this morning. My husband will be going over to my mom and dad's, I want to say either Thursday or Saturday. My dad wants to do it on Saturday because he said, I got Saturday and Sunday off. He's like, we'll have 2 days to get all this done and get it all finished. So that is a huge, like, peek over the wall to see the cheese. So we're like, we can see it now. Like, we're starting to actually, we can see it. It's not like super duper far away. We can see it now. So that's happening. And then, but it's been like a lot of, it's been a challenge in our relationship. I'm not going to lie. August has been difficult in, trying to find patience with each other and trying to understand each other and trying to find patience in this chapter of life that we're in right now. It's been like PATICNC, blah, 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 however you spell it. It's been like right there, like boom. Like if I had an editing system, it has been in our face. Like, you better find it because you're gonna need it. All right, patience has been a problem in all, or not been a problem, but it's been in all areas of our lives this month. We had, besides that, so not only that, we not only had not one, but 2 cases of COVID-19 in our house this month. My youngest ended up getting COVID first, and he ended up getting a mild case of it. It wasn't as bad as he did when he got it the first time. He had it back in 2021, and he didn't do well with that. And it took him like a week to get over it. It was really bad. I remember the night that he actually did finally, the fever broke and it was gone. He woke up in his pack and play. I had this little tiny cup of cold juice next to his pack and play on a table. And I remember looking in the dark and I could see him, because we had our basement door open and it would like shine the light into our living room so we could see. And I remember his little butt just like popping up out of the pack and play, looking around, grabbing the juice, and he downed that sucker. Like, it was gone. And I waited because I was like, I don't have a baby, that's the TV. I was like, is he gonna puke? And I checked his fever and gone. The next day he woke up, he ate a bowl of cereal, he was running around the house, and it was done. It was finally over with. We gotta move because we gotta go put the pasta in the water. But yeah, so we had not 1 but 2 cases of COVID in our house. That was fun. Whoa, where are you guys going there? I don't think so. Get your booties back up there. And so then after my youngest caught it, my oldest caught it, my oldest son. And it's weird too, because my oldest son, back when it was a thing, when COVID was popping, he never got it, ever. So that tells you something about this year. Like, this year was just stupid and weird. Yeah, so my youngest got it, my oldest ended up getting it. When my oldest ended up getting it, he spiked a fever of 104 in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock in the morning. Needless to say, that week I was completely exhausted. It screwed up my sleep schedule. I was all over the place. I didn't know what planet I was on half the time. It was a freaking nightmare. My husband was exhausted. We were just like, we were going through it. It was bad. And I think I'm gonna just turn this down just a little bit, because it likes to overboil on me. So after that happened, I ended up getting sick. I'm pretty sure I caught COVID again. So this will be the 3rd time I've had COVID. I'm kind of like at the end of it now. I kind of have the COVID cough right now. It's like just like been in my chest. I never lost my taste. I never lost my smell. had like mild body aches and pains. I just had like a sore throat. I felt a little weird in my head. I was really, really tired, and that was it. Like, I really didn't get anything else. But I don't know if maybe like my oldest son took a COVID test, a home COVID test, and his came up negative, and then within like 15 minutes it came up positive, and it was a very faint positive. And then I think, I'm not sure, but I think my COVID tests are old. I think they were expired or whatever, and they didn't work. So that happened. COVID, that was fun. Right after that, started to find out and realized my hair is now getting worse on the left-hand side of my head. It's literally like, that's how short it is. I got a lot of breakage on this side of my head. It's all busted off. There's like pieces that are obviously like this long, all over the place. And I made a decision this month that I was no longer going to be touching my hair for the rest of the year. And that means nothing. I'm not using toner. I'm not fixing my roots. I'm not doing jack. I'm not touching my hair for the rest of the year. I'm letting my hair be. I'm just going to let it do its thing and hope and fingers crossed that it's going to grow back out. I think it was from COVID. I think that my hair kind of took a hit again. And my hair does not like COVID. It does not. Anytime I get COVID, my hair is like, hey, what's up? We're just going to fall out. And when I had it back in 2021, I lost about 50% of my hair. I pretty much went bald. It was just really like thin and like wispy, and then I had like chunks missing. It took, I want to say, close to almost a year for my hair to get back to where it used to be. And I had to do like a lot of hair masks. I had to leave my hair alone. I didn't color it. I didn't touch it. I actually ended up going back to brown because I was kind of just like, I was trying to let my hair like take a break. So I was like, I'm just going to color it brown because my roots are brown. And when I did that, my hair was in such a bad condition and bad state that even just a basic semi-permanent hair color destroyed it even more, and it fell out. It was gross, and it was a really bad time. So I made a decision this month that, like I said, I'm not going to be touching my hair for the rest of this year. I'm going to leave my hair alone. I'm not going to touch my roots. I'm not going to do my ends. I'm not going to add any more peroxide or bleach or anything to my hair. I'm just going to let it be, and then I'm going to see where my I'm going to see where my hair stands next summer and see how strong it is and see how well it does. And then if it is, then great. If it's really good, then I'll probably go to the salon and have them do it and fix it back to blonde. But I'm not going to be messing with it anymore because it's too complicated. Earlier this month, I ended up doing like, I tried doing like a copper red. It's not really copper anymore. Now it turned like a dark mousy blonde now, but I burnt my scalp. I burnt probably like, I'd say probably like 20% of my scalp was just completely raw, and like it was really messed up, and I just knew that it was just time to just call it quits, and just leave my hair alone. So that's one thing I learned. I have learned a lot in August, and it's been like a really, what is the word? It's been a very like, it's been a month of growth. Like, I've learned a lot this month. It's not been like it was the past months where it's been like, oh, I wish things were different, but no, it's pretty much been just a month of growth. It's been a month of realizing things about myself, and realizing things about my life, and accepting things about my life, and appreciating things about my life, and finding gratitude, and being grounded and things like that. And this is the first month that I have lived in this apartment that I have not looked at this place like I just want to burn it to the ground. This has been the first month in almost 2 years that I'm actually starting to find my nest, and I'm starting to really enjoy my place. There are days when I hate it. There are days when I'm just like, why did I move here? And the only thing that usually makes me feel like that, it's not the apartment itself, it's the outside of the apartment. It's my neighbors. My neighbors here, I think I already made a video talking about this. It was a mukbang, But my neighbors here are very strange. They're very, very nosy, and they're extroverts, and I'm an introvert. I don't like talking and being sociable, and and the problem with that is my husband's an extrovert, and he likes to talk and he chit chats, and because of his little chit chats, he's gotten us into a lot of issues. Not through his own fault. He didn't really do anything wrong. We just, like I said, we have nosy people that are here, and we have nosy neighbors and very immature neighbors that are around us, and they basically took what my husband said and they run with it, and then they start, they're backstabbers. So basically they go behind your back and they try to like gain your trust, and then they go around talking about all your private stuff. I've talked to my husband repeatedly about it. I told him to like kind of just lay off on talking to these people because they're just not to be trusted. But it's hard when you're talking to an extrovert because they're social butterflies, and to not do that is like basically, it's like a part of his personality. Like he doesn't know how not to be a social butterfly. Me, that's no problem whatsoever because I don't like talking to people. So. But anyways, I've had to learn in these 4.5 months being stuck at home. It's really taught me, like I said, just how to be grateful, just to be grounded, just to really find, as I'm talking about my neighbors, I don't know, just like walking through my backyard, how to really stop taking things for granted. Stop taking what you have for granted. Stop looking at your life, or stop looking at my life with such disdain and being like, Are you kidding? Hold on, you guys.
If anything happens, I'm holding you responsible. Oh, I'm going to town for help.
They're so nosy. They saw me in the kitchen making a YouTube video because I popped you guys up in the window, and just because they saw me, now they're all like, oh, she's home. I'm literally hiding right now, so they'll leave me alone. And I know you're probably thinking you're kind of weird, but like, you don't understand. These people are very, very weird. They're just nosy as hell. They want to know. Hold on, I'm gonna shut these blinds real quick. I can just prove it to you. Okay, so little side story. So yesterday, my husband and I and our kids, we ended up going to a park across the street. And while we were over there, my oldest son, found a skateboard. And we live across the street. This park is on the other side of the street, so it's nowhere near our neighborhood at all. And so he found the skateboard, and we were kind of just like looking around, and we were like, whose is this? Well, nobody claimed it. So my son was like, oh, well, I'm gonna take it home. So he did. So the neighbors that I'm talking about, they ended up getting evicted. They're actually supposed to be gone today. They're not supposed to be here. Well, they're still here, and they won't leave. So one of the neighbors' kids is mean, and she likes to claim toys as her own. If she sees other people with things, she'll say that it's hers, and if she can't get it from you, she goes and gets her mama, and her mom is ghetto, and her mom will start getting all up in your girl and yelling at you and basically make you give it to her kid. Now the problem is, technically the skateboard's not my son's, and I don't really know if it's hers or not. But the thing is, like I said, I don't like talking to people. I don't want to be around any of this crap. So her daughter ends up coming over to her house today, and she starts attacking my son, and she's like, that's my skateboard, that's mine. And I was like, that's not your skateboard. I'm like, and she goes, this was the funny part, she goes, my name's on the bottom of it. The name that's on the bottom of the skateboard is the brand name. It's like embezzled in there. Her name is Lola, and I know her name, so I was like, that's not your name, you know? So she's lying about these things. Oh, it's just like drama fest. So they're supposed to be gone today, but we'll see. So there's a little neighborhood drama for you. But anyways, so yeah, it's just basically just been like really trying to be grateful for what I have this month, and really being grounded in what I have, and to stop looking at my life is kind of like, oh, I can just, like, it's disposable. Like, oh, if I just, I can just keep changing things, or I can keep, no, that's not how, being ungrateful for things in your life is a really bad way to go. Because you're just miserable all the time. Like, it literally makes you're always miserable all the time. And when you're constantly miserable, your life is like passing you by. You're really not seeing the life that you have. It's just kind of like, it's gone. And I've had these like epiphanies where I'm just like, have I? Like, I've never really appreciated anything. It was just kind of like an always fly-by thing. So yeah, so that's one thing this month so far, in August so far, that I've had to really go over, is finding gratitude, getting grounded, appreciating my life, and things like that. We basically just been going through it over here. We basically just been trying to, like, keep going down the river of life. I also made up my mind that, and I think I've already mentioned this, I'm no longer going to be trying for a baby. Me and my husband both kind of accepted that it's not going to happen for us again. We're getting older, and we're just sick and tired of being hurt all the time. We're sick and tired of constantly, every month, it's always the same results, and it's really just putting too much pressure on. Not really. It's putting too much pressure on him, and also it's putting too much pain in my heart. And I'm sick and tired of always, like, revolving around this all the time, that it's going to happen. And I want there to be more to my life than just me constantly wanting a baby. And will I want to have a baby? Yes, I always will want to have a baby, but I just have come to the conclusion it's not going to happen. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. My oldest son's mental health is decreasing. We had a couple episodes over the weekend, and I don't know where he's going to be headed here in the next couple of months. We don't really know. Me and my husband were talking about the possibility of group home. We don't know if we're going to go forward with that idea. We don't really like that idea. We've been avoiding it for years and years and years. We've been avoiding putting him in a group home. But at the age that me and my husband are at, it's starting to get harder and harder for me and him to physically calm him down, and he's been destructive and violent, and we're scared because he's going on 9 years old, that when he gets into, he's already the same height as me, like, he's pretty much like almost eye to eye with me, and we're just scared that when he gets older that he's going to actually, like, hurt one of us in the family, or he's gonna hurt himself, and we don't know. So that's been happening. I swear I just heard my cat. I guess not. But yeah, that's pretty much been it for August so far. I will hope to have a update on my car here by the end of the month. I'm hoping to do an August wrap-up video, or maybe it'll be a September video, I don't know, but fingers crossed. So that is my August so far video while I cook dinner, and I hope to speak to y'all again soon.